What are you gonna rap? Or are you gonna be like?
Oh, you guys just hope that I'm gonna rap and scat us right out of this interview at the end. Actually, every day at around
scatting, that'd be great.
Every day at around 5 o'clock, I start to scat. I don't know what it is. I just do it. I just like to bebop, and it simultaneously brings so much joy to my children and my husband, and also they're just like, could you stop?
Welcome to Beats Working, winning the game of events, where we share stories and strategies to turn any event or life moment into something unforgettable.
Events are wild, and the people who work in them are some of the most resilient humans on earth. If you know, you know.
So come with us behind the curtain for a look at their most memorable experiences.
As they say, the show must go on, so let's get on with the show.
Welcome back to Beats Working, winning the game of events. Today's guest is a force behind the DJ booth who's been lighting up the Seattle dance floor since 2010. She's electrifying private parties, club nights, high-profile events. It doesn't matter where she is, what she's doing. She's the hardest working DJ in town. Please welcome the one and only DJ Baby Van Beezly.
Hello.
The crowd goes wild.
God, we're so good at this.
I just wanted to do that all day. I was looking forward to that.
I love it. You nailed it.
Is that what people do when they see you or when they meet you for the first time? Or they just like,
Yes. No, like literally, a lot of weddings, they walk by me, they see me standing at the table at the turntables, and they do the hand moving the record. They motion that to me, and I'm like,
scratch
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. That is what I do.
Correct. That is my job.
It's just like
Point
that
for you. Yeah.
You better hope I didn't just finish playing Poop Dollar. Sorry.
That'll be a bonus clip. If you want to hear all about a game called Poop Dollar, just watch the clips.
Yeah, you have to listen to the full episode to hear that one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. You, like I said, have been DJing since 2010. What is your process like? When you book a gig, how do you, first decide, I guess, if you want to do it or not? And if, how do you suss out whether it's the right fit for you? And then I feel like so many people, especially now with, so many ways to consume music, some people have very specific likes and dislikes. And how do you curate the mood and the music for an evening when you start working with somebody?
Yes. Many great questions there.
There's like 10 of them.
No,
Sorry.
It's great. I'm all over it. Yeah. So, okay. As far as which clients I work with, I always feel like we are like, it's a dual interview. I want to make sure when it's particularly with weddings, like I want to make sure I'm a good fit for them as much as they're a good fit for me. I have certain things where where when we meet, I'm just like, I don't know if I was feeling that. Like, I'll pass on it. Like, I don't know if they have the traditional like giant folder and like, I've been planning this for 30 years. And I'm like, wow, it's gonna be a lot.
It's a lot of pressure.
So, yeah. So I tend to book like weddings that are like around 200 guests. I'm more of like the offbeat wedding DJ, especially because I do so much club and nightlife. I bring that perspective of it to my weddings and corporate events and stuff. So if you want someone that's like super buttoned up, it's kind of not me.
And now over at the cake table.
Yeah, I'm very professional.
You could do it. I bet. Totally.
I can. I totally can. But I think a lot of couples they'll go to my website or they'll go to my social media and be like, "Oh, got it. Like this is not like the big formal event person." So, which is great. So, I have a lot of couples that come to me, like you're saying, people have very specific likes and dislikes. As an open format DJ, I can play most all genres. But, we all have our favorites and our specialties. So I think a lot of people will find me, I'm pretty well known for my emo and pop punk events I throw. So I have a lot of like emo and rock and roll clients that will come find me. So yeah, but I think a lot of people they come to me if they're wanting something that's like not your standard typical vibe. Like I DJ on turntables. And yeah, I DJ club style. So that's kind of how I choose it. If people are cool with me playing that way, then I'm cool with them.
What is club style? I think I can hear it in my mind, but how would you say that out loud? What's the difference between club style and not club style?
Yeah. And this is in no way, shape, or form me casting shade or judgment on any other DJ and their method of play, because we are all out here doing the work and doing the most.
Totally.
But yeah, there's some wedding DJs that are there to, they want to meet the client's needs exactly. They're going to play songs back to back. I'm really hardcore about the craft and the artistry of DJing. Everything is like beat matched and blended. And I'm also a scratch and performance DJ. So when clients book with me, they get a little bit more of that style of element, being a turntable DJ, as opposed to just like banging songs one into the other. Okay. So yeah, I'm very hardcore about setting a vibe, making sure everything blends and works. Like if a guest comes up and makes a request, I'm not going to just play it next song, because if it doesn't work with the curation of the night, then I'm like, you can wait for it. Or, whatever.
Or maybe not.
You're gonna or no.
Or maybe never.
But or no. Play it on the way home. Have a nice night. Yeah.
If the bride or groom says, I want to hear this song next, like, I'm going to play it. Like,
yeah, I'll figure out a way.
Yeah, I'm a very firm believer in like the craft and the work that goes into DJing and being a skilled DJ and like setting a vibe and making every blend sound good. So I think that's more what I mean by club style. Like some things that you would hear like in the nightclub. I'm really big on like remixes and mashups and stuff like that. I play radio edits also, of course, because that's important at weddings and like everyone wants nostalgia. But for corporate or other events where it's more appropriate, I might just give like a more of a nightclub vibe. So
yeah, you're not going to play like celebration, like from start to finish, and then just hop into shout or something like that.
No. But
you might blend them.
I do love shout. I do love shout.
Shout is a good one.
I will never get tired of it.
Well, because everyone can sing it. They can all do it.
Yeah, exactly. They can all do it. And I just love that. I love the vibe. Like everyone knows and they're just in. Like, yep, here it is. It's shout. We all know exactly what to do. Hands in the air, low to the floor. We all jump at the same time. Done.
Yep, we've got it. Have you ever had like a couple where they basically they give you a very detailed playlist, like we want all of these songs in this exact order? Like how do you deal with that?
Oh yeah, lots of times. I've had couples that are like, here's, this playlist will be played for the first third of the dance floor, this playlist for the second third, and this for the third. It's not my favorite thing to deal with, but I can absolutely do it. It just kind of like hinders my ability to DJ well. What I consider well, which is, like I said, the mixing and blending. But with that being said, I'm a talented DJ and I can make anything work. Like moving between genres is a big part of weddings and private events. So, and at the end of the day, if you're getting married and these are songs that are special to you and you want to enjoy them at a specific moment in your night, you have the right to say that. And so,
of course.
So yes, but yeah, I've definitely encountered that before. I've had like spreadsheets with times and everything. So,
oh wow,
yeah. I'm like, if you want to pay me to come here and be a glorified Spotify, I can do that for you. But I think everyone's gonna have a better time if you let me do what I do best, which is read the room, set a vibe, make sure like everyone in every generation is on the floor at some point in the night. So yes, I don't recommend doing that for your DJ, but if you got to do it, you got to do it.
Well, because that's a really good point. Because people don't really probably think about it, but when you're DJing, you're not just pressing play or mixing songs. Like you really are reading the vibe and the energy of the room and like, oh, like what's this group over here doing? Like, what's this group? Like, what kind of similarities could I like feel from these people that I could maybe get something that everyone can, dance to at the same time. That's a real skill to be able to read people like that.
It's a puzzle to solve. Yeah. And it's all about creating a blend that's going to get everybody out there. Because with weddings in particular, it really is just a giant demographic of different people. Like if the club books me and they want an emo night, like that's easy. I know what the room wants.
Yeah.
A wedding is a bunch of different people from very different walks of life, and they all have very different opinions about what gets the room going.
They do.
So
They
yeah,
do.
I try to find things that are appealing to everybody. And as I usually will start my dance floor off with like music that is cross-generationally enjoyable. Like this is like your discos and like maybe some 80s or things like that, like stuff that like everybody loves. Like everybody will dance to 80s music. We can all agree.
Yep, it's true.
Yeah, and then as the night goes, I'll drive it more towards the the age group of the bride and groom and all their friends. Like then I make it like this is about you and your buds now, like what you listen to in high school and college, and like
the hits, the
Yeah.
classics. So what does that moment feel like from your perspective when you are, watching the crowd and you see kind of the energy shift from that, like this is a great event, to people just frothing at the mouth because they're having so much fun dancing, just sweating, like suit shirts being like ripped open, like I
when
love
the
a
tie
good
goes on
wedding
the
dance
head.
floor. Yes. Like what does that feel like from your perspective back in the booth?
Oh, I mean, it's amazing. The feeling of like, oh, I am killing this set right now. Is like, I can't even explain it. It's like why I do what I do. Like, yeah, it's so fun. I mean, I always tell people like I'm in the business of spreading joy. That's literally my job, is to bring joy to people. I'm like the fun part of wedding planning. I don't deal with any of the drama. Like we get to talk about music and dance parties. Like,
Seriously.
So yeah, no, and when I see the room popping off, I get so stoked. Like, and it really does like feel like a connection. Like it's like I'm connecting with the guests. We're all making eyes. We're all like, if a song comes on, they're all looking at me like, yeah, DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's great.
How did you know? How did you get into it? I mean, I know we talked about 2010, but like before that, like how did you get there?
Yeah, that is a great question. So I was actually a CPA.
A natural transition. CPA
Yes,
to
a natural
DJ.
transition.
Because it rhymes. CPA to DJ. Got it.
That's right. Yeah, I was an accountant. I like got a master's degree in tax preparation, and I like worked a corporate desk job. And like 5 months into it, like I kept saying like I felt like I was in like normal people drag when I was at work. I was like, I'm in here going insane and nobody else is. Like, I can't do this. I can't be chained to this desk anymore. So like, yeah. So 5 months in, I quit. And I was like, I'm young. I can start over. So I was like, whatever I do next has to be the most fun thing in the world. And at that time, that was karaoke. I loved going to sing karaoke. I'd won like multiple karaoke contests. So I started my business as a KJ. And actually the DJ name Baby Van Beezly came from like a woman's office plate in my corporate, office. She had a different name. I don't know if I should say her name on a podcast, but like I would always see her name and like in my head, I would like remix it and be like, yo, that's Van Bizzle, Baby Van Beezly. So I don't know why, it just stuck with me. So when I quit being a CPA to host karaoke, I was like, I'll make this my karaoke name. And then I was throwing these like raging karaoke parties, and I would like, people would sing for a bit and then I would play music in the middle. And I picked up like reading a room really easy, and I figured out how to pace a night and like how to like drive energy and do the builds and the drops and like, the tension and the release that made everybody just go nuts. And so I took that and spun it off into like, okay, well, I guess I should learn to DJ because like, I think clients are going to book me more often if I can do both. And then I just kept getting more and more bookings, and I started digging deeper into the craft of DJing. And then I learned how to scratch and play on turntables. And yeah, the rest was history from there. But yeah, it all came from just severe aggressive boredom from doing accounting.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll guide you in a different direction. Okay. Is that how you met Kelly?
Yes, me and Kelly worked at the same accounting firm together.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's wild. Neither one of you belong in a corporate accounting office at all. at
No,
all.
she was doing the event planning for the company, but I remember the day I met her, I was like, oh my God, you're weird like me.
We could do
Let's be
this.
friends. So yeah, we both kind of like left and pivoted our lives like at a similar time. So I mean, I like Kelly B is the one. I am always so grateful to her. Like she really helped me get my business launched and started. It was like everywhere from her like friendship. She booked me a lot of things, like gave me the confidence to just pursue this and go for it. Like shout out to Kelly B. I love you. I fucking love you.
She's the best.
She is the
Yes.
Friggin' best.
And we've had her on
Links
the
to her
podcast.
episode in the
We've-
show notes.
yep.
I'm sure everyone who's listening right now has already listened to Kelly's episode because it's amazing. But I'm going to link it too because
Yeah.
she's such a
She's
rock
incredible.
star.
She's a creative genius. Like so
Well,
incredible.
you can't be in the Seattle area and in the events world and not know Kelly B. Like just full stop.
1000%.
You just can't. You just can't.
Yeah.
It would be
1000%. She's a
surprising.
blast. Just like one of the funnest humans ever also.
Mhm, mhm.
Good people. Just good people.
Do you have-
your...
Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
What do you have a DJ or DJs plural that like you would love to meet or that you have met, like iconic, like, oh my God, like aspirational, that they're the creme de la creme of the DJ's universe?
Oh yeah. I mean, I obviously all like the big superstar EDM DJs. I love like the DJ producers, you know. But as far as DJs I want to meet, I actually, so one of my DJ idols, she's in LA. Her name is DJ Shorty. She's one of the best female scratch and turntable DJs in the world, like very well known. And she's actually my mentor now. And I've worked with her for years, just through like she helps me with skill growth and mindset of the industry. And we meet like every 2 weeks and we work on scratching or whatever I need to work on. She's my guide on the side. But it's really cool. During the pandemic is when I really like narrowed down on like, okay, I want to be a scratch and turntable DJ. Like this is what I want to do. I'm home. I have time. I can't go out and play gigs. Like I'm just going to make this my whole world. And I had a newborn baby at the time. So DJ Shorty was on YouTube doing this like scratch with me, like back and forth, where she's on YouTube and she'd scratch for 8 bars, then we'd scratch. And I got some video of me scratching with my newborn in like a front pack. Like you scratch me and I'm like on turntables, like making cuts.
so
And I posted it and I tagged her in it. And then we started like DMing back and forth. And like, I was really like excited, so excited and honored that she even gave me the time of day. And like, so I feel like not only have I met my DJ idol, but like I consider her like a friend now and a mentor. And yeah, it's really cool. She's so unbelievably talented. Like just, it's every time we meet and I watch her scratch, I'm just like jaw dropped. Like I fangirl all over again. I get so nervous whenever I have to DJ in front of her still. That's what she's there for, to like help me get better. So yeah.
Well, and then speaking of just being a mom in this world, like what is that like with work-life balance? Because you're working a lot of nights and weekends. So what is that like?
Yeah, that's the question right there. It's really, really challenging. I think for the last 4 nights in a row, I've gotten like 4.5 or 5 hours of sleep. Like it's just kind of comes with the territory. And, you know, I'll go out and I'll work in the club until 2 a.m. and I have to go to 6 with my kids. And like, it's not every day, but you know, if you do that once or twice a week, it like just feels like the bounce back. It's harder and harder. And I would take this over like being back at the accounting desk. I would see my kids less. Like every time I have to like get on the phone to like write back a client or do a social media post. If my daughter, like I had a day where my daughter was like, wow, mom, you work a lot. And I was like, I got out a piece of paper. I was like, let me show you what a 9 to 5 working mom works like. And this is how much you would see me.
Mm-hmm.
And like, look, you get me during the day. I put you to bed and then I go to work. Like, you know, so I know if like writing an email here and there is annoying or it feels like I'm not present. Like, just, I hope you can understand that, that you're getting a lot more of me than a lot of kids.
One day she will. She'll know.
Yeah. So yeah, but I mean, I have a like incredibly supportive partner and my kids are 50-50 with me and their dad. So on the weekends I just work. And then when they're with me, I try to do as much, like I try to split them off and be as focused on children as I can. I mean, I'm not always perfect at it. I fall on my face a lot. It is overwhelming and stressful, but I mean, Aren't we all over?
Parenting
That's also
is.
just being a mom. That's also just being a mom. Does Fisher Price make a play DJ set?
They sure do.
Of course they do.
I know. I keep wondering if my kids will go into the family business.
The family biz, guys.
Well, my son works at a dispensary, and so he took right after his father. And the upside is it's legal now. So,
see,
you know, one
There you
can
go.
dream. One can dream.
One can dream.
it could happen. Okay, so when you get home at 2 a.m. or 2:30, you know, if it doesn't actually close until 2 and you get home at 2:30, what is your, I mean, kids or no kids, it actually, I'm sure it's a different ritual, but what is your like post-event ritual? Do you like always stop and get a specific snack? Do you like always get a specific something to eat the next day? Clearly I'm hungry. I'm only talking about the food part of rituals. So
no,
anything else you do is you're welcome to share.
She really just wants to know.
I just want to know
snacks
what your
eating.
favorite
That's what-
snacks
Yeah,
are.
that's what she wants
what
to
my
know.
favorite snacks are. Well, to answer your question about my favorite snacks, I'm a vegan, so I do.
Yeah.
I do stick to my vegan snacking. No, so actually, that's funny you bring up food. So I have like a strict rule that like I won't eat after work. Like I try to bring something to eat. Like I like make these like vegan protein ball things at home, or my girlfriend makes them for me. Thank you. I love you. I don't have time to make them.
They're the best.
But yeah, I have a rule, like I eat those at 10 o'clock and that's it. Like, because I was finding if you eat at 2 a.m. when you get off of work, it like disrupts your sleep too much. Like it's already, so I have this thing where I don't ever get to have a circadian rhythm because I'll have my kids for part of the week and I have to get up at 6 a.m. with them. And then on the weekends, you know, I try to sleep as much as I can. But yeah, I'll try to go to bed early when I have them and I don't have a gig. And then, so I never I never like, I'm going to bed at 10 every night and I wake up or whatever. Like that's not my life. So basically whatever's going to make me fall asleep fastest is what I do. And it can be really hard to come down from like, you know, such a high energy. Just also if like I've had a really good night, if it was a great set and I was really vibing with the crowd and stuff, it can take a while to like wind down from that. So yeah, so I don't eat. I try to just get in. I brush my teeth immediately because also that's the other thing is if you start eating at 2 a.m, then your body gets trained for it. And then you're just like starving, like so hungry when you get off work. So you just have to like try and keep a routine with that as much as I can. But yeah, when I get home, I usually just try to get in bed right away. I have a pull-up bar. I try to do 5 pull-ups before bed, like burn off any last energy. and then yeah, like brush your teeth. Good night.
5 pull-ups, wash your face. And just like, do you read? Or you just go in and just go straight, just right into sleep zone?
I put on a very familiar TV show that I've watched a million trillion times.
Oh, what is it?
Right now I'm doing The Office again for like maybe the 8th.
I love The Office.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead, pull out your Polly Pocket.
It's on my Crocs. Oh,
yeah.
Pull out your Polly Pocket. Everybody wants to see your Polly Pocket, Libby.
They do. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
I know, isn't
it
cute? My husband got it for me and all my people are following now, but it's like, it's Polly Pocket.
God.
Did you ever have Polly Pockets?
Yeah, hell yeah. I remember Polly Pocket.
Yeah. And like, this is the break room.
That is so cute. And it's just like the show.
And his office. And the banner in the break room says, "It is your birthday" from Kelly's birthday episode.
It is your birthday.
There's even like
I just watched that one the other night while falling asleep.
There's my camera can't catch it, but there's the stapler in Jello.
The stapler in Jello.
Yes. It's so good. There's a beat. It's really cute.
They thought of everything.
You know, I read an article the other day on the internet, which means it's obviously true that people that habitually watch the same old shows over and over again are like smarter. Basically, was the headline. Yeah.
So wow.
Yeah.
We're all so smart.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah. I also saw an article saying that it's like a form of self-soothing for us.
It is. It totally is. Just a comfort thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I mean, I get like monkey brain. Like it's like everything's moving when I'm trying to lay down. So if I have a TV show that just like keeps me entertained enough that like I won't start spinning out about what I have to go do the next day, but like won't bore me so much. You know, there's like the fine line between like entertaining and boring to make you fall asleep. So that's why I picked something that I've watched a bunch of times.
Okay, so you've been doing this for well over a decade. So you've seen a lot of trends come and go. We've already covered photo booths to a certain degree, but like you've also probably seen some crazy scandalous or crazy things happen on a dance floor. Like, right? Like,
yeah.
Can we just get a little,
What's
just
the
a little,
craziest thing
just
you've seen
something,
happen
you
on a
know.
dance floor?
I mean, how explicit do you want me to get?
Well, this podcast is not for children, so.
And at least it might also depend on the event. Like clubs in a dark club, it could be different than at a wedding. You know,
I guess something that in an like something happened that was unexpected. So if it's a club and there's
you might expect some body parts.
Yeah. The nightclub, you just kind of see everything.
Making friends. Yeah,
right.
It's a free for all out there, but you know what? Good for everybody. Good for them.
You know what? Yeah, do what you want. Just be happy.
Gosh, let's see, wedding or private event dance floors. I mean, God, I'm so sorry. I'm having trouble thinking of a good specific, like crazy thing I've seen. I do always think it's really wild at corporate events how drunk people get like in front of their employer.
Oh,
I'm always like, dang, you just do this, huh?
I know.
Push all your chips into the center of the table and just go for it.
Yeah, they just go for it. The other funny thing that happens at corporate events is there's always like the introverted, socially awkward person they like clock me and they're like, okay, this person is working and they can't leave that space. So I'm going to stand and talk to them.
So they come talk to you. Oh, man.
I mean, I'm a pro small talker. Like I always say like, I want to be the +1 to a wedding where I don't know anybody there. Like that's my favorite. Like, I feel like I thrive in that environment so much. But I'm always like, let me just be that guy.
I'll do it. I'll make friends with everybody.
But it's when it's the socially awkward person at their company party, I'm like, God, man, give me something.
They don't have anyone to talk to, so they're just coming straight to you, and you can't be like, I got to do this. They're like, no, it's fine. You're just.
Sometimes I'll just put on the headphones. I'll be like, DJ hand gestures.
Yeah.
Me DJing.
Is there a song that like you'd be okay if you never had to hear it again?
Yes. But a lot of these come from my karaoke experience.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
Hosting karaoke ruins a lot of good music.
It probably would.
Unfortunately, like What's Up by Four Non Blondes, it just like every time I'm like, oh, again, huh? It's a great song. It's a great song, but that one and pretty much like any of the volume of Tenacious D. I can't do any more Tenacious D like that. I don't get it. I don't think it's that funny. I don't get it.
But I'm just going to say I don't get it.
I'm not here to, yuck anyone's yum.
Not here to yuck anyone's yum. That's good.
That's
like a bumper sticker.
I'm not here for the Tenacious D so much. But like Sweet Caroline, I'm still like, yeah. Bum, bum, bum.
I mean, it's classic.
I can still hang with that.
It's a classic.
The Electric Slide, love it or hate it?
I would take Electric Slide over Cupid Shuffle.
Same.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You know what? I think the Electric Slide every once in a while, it can be like kind of fun. And if you're with the right crowd, like when I was at the 70th birthday party, they did the Electric Slide and the dad was so excited because that's adorable. Has a dance coach or something, and they've been working on that. But I mean, he does other real dances. Like he does like choreographed dances for all of his events. But we were doing the Electric Slide, and I was like, this is actually like kind of fun.
Yeah. And I am ashamed to admit that I can't do it. Like I don't know how to do it. I've tried to learn, and
it took me a couple times.
Okay, that makes
I couldn't do it right now. If you said do the Electric Slide,
I
have to have other people around.
Yeah, I have to follow. I'm not a lead. I have to follow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would like to see more people doing country line dance lessons at parties, at events. Because I DJ'd one of those.
I'm down for that.
A few months ago, and this group, they're incredible. I highly recommend. They're called the Reverse Cowgirls, and it's like they're like a queer organization that teaches line dancing lessons. And
I'm making a note right now. I'm going to link it in the show notes, people. You'll see me there.
It was like the most fun I've had DJing an event in a very long time. I was so pumped. Right. I was like, let me get in here. I want to learn this. And once you get it, you're like, look at me. I'm a real dancer.
I'm a cowgirl.
I'm a cowgirl.
I'm doing it.
I'd like to see more of that. Shout out to any corporate bookings that want to book me. I can play a mean country set, and I would love to do a country line dance moment with you.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to wrap this set up.
I see what you did there, Libby. I see what you did
That
there.
was so bad. That was so
yeah,
bad.
it really was. It totally was.
But baby, where can people find you? If they're corporate,
Yes.
if they're wedding, if they're like, hey, I just like going to clubs and I want to get a cool DJ the next time I go out, where can they find you?
Yes. The best way to find me if I'm playing in public is on my Instagram. I post my monthly calendar at the first of each month. I play between like 25 and 30 gigs a month. So like,
oh my God.
find me. Yeah. I work a lot.
That's insane.
Yeah,
That's
I double
like-
and triple days up.
I was
so.
like, wait a minute. Mathematically, you don't have any days off. Okay, but you're doubling up.
Yeah. I'll do like 2 or 3 a day sometimes and stuff. So yes, go to my Instagram, which is at Baby Van Beezly. You can also go to my website, www.babyvanbeezly.com. And yes, you can see all the entertainment of all the crazy things I do from week to week.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Libby, do you like how I wore braids today because I knew she was
I
going to be wearing
know.
braids?
And you know what?
Yeah.
I actually almost did like parted my ponytail and I didn't. So that
To
would have
join
looked
us.
because it looked weird.
Yeah.
I would have looked.
That it looks a little mullety when you do it that way.
I know.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with the mullet. I'm not hating on a mullet, just to be clear.
No judgment. If you have a mullet, if you like the Cupid shuffle, you do you.
Mhm.
No judgment. Absolutely not.
Well, that's a wrap for this episode of Beats Working. If you have an idea or want to reach out, please email us at info@beatsworking.show. And remember, every detail matters, every moment counts, and no matter what, the show must go on.
Congratulations, you've made it to the end of the episode. And now, for your loyalty, you're being rewarded with a timeless tale from the Sundgren family vault. It's time for Poop Dollar. That's right, a game of wit, stealth, and questionable hygiene. A game so legendary, even bachelor parties and 8-year-olds dream of playing it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the story that answers the age-old question. Would you pick up that dollar? Warning, no poop was harmed in the making of this prank.
My husband and his friends started playing probably when they went, I don't know, when they were bachelor parties or something, but it's called Poop Dollar. And you take a dollar and, you know, there's always people who don't clean up after their pets or something. So you either put the dollar like on top of that or like somehow has to be like, it has to have poop on it, but they don't produce the poop. They just find it with the animal has left it.
Yeah.
Horse poop. There was one where they were in New Orleans, I think, and there was horse poop in the street. So they just put it like in by the horse, you know, by the horse manure. Anyway, it's called Poop Dollar. And then you just watch and see what people do, either when they pick it up and whether they drop it or keep it. Some people keep it. They don't care. They're going to wash that fecal matter off.
It's terrible.
I think that might have been a 20 that they did it with that time, but still.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you ever want to play Poop Dollar, TJ's down. He's the expert.
You know, you got a buddy you can play Poop Dollar with.
My 8-year-old has heard this story, you know, like the tame versions of the Poop Dollar stories. And he's like, when I turn 21, I'm going to play Poop Dollar. Outside bar.
You know, you don't have to be 21 to play Poop Dollar. I think probably anybody
You don't,
can
but
play.
in his mind, it's like when he turns 21, that's going to be more exciting than, you know, being officially of age to drink alcohol. He's like, no, I want to play Poop Dollar.
Thanks for listening to Beats Working, Winning the Game of Events, where we explore what it takes to make moments unforgettable.
If you're leaving with a little more inspiration, a little more perspective, and a big side ache from all of the laughing at our funny jokes, then we've done our job.
Beats Working is a Work P2P production. If you've enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review us on your favorite podcast platforms.
Your support helps us keep the magic going.